Hi, welcome to Let's Talk Macarthur. This is episode 5, and today we've actually got a guest which epitomises what Let's Talk Macarthur is all about. We're all about local businesses and local charities and giving them a voice in the Macarthur district. Today's guest, I've met a couple of times. I've actually done a trek with Nicole. It's a lot of fun. This should be a bit of a fun chat, and I'll let her do her own introduction. So welcome, Nicole Mastroeni. How are you?
Thank you. Hi, everybody. How are you? I hope that you are all well.
Yeah, we're doing okay at this end. How are you and your team at Anshelles Beauty Salon doing at your end?
Oh, look, it's obviously a difficult time for a lot of people. So we've been closed for a very long time now, but we do like to still help service our clients online. Definitely looking after their skin. We're doing lots of skin consults and facial packs for people that they can use at home. So that's been keeping me sane, and we've been really enjoying looking after those clients as well.
That's good. Well, let's start with a little bit of history so people know a little bit about Anshelles. So where did it all start?
So it's actually been in Camden for 23 years this year.
Wow.
Very long time. So I believed it started in the Capital Arcade and then moved on to, we're kind of hidden on Argyle Street, where a door next to Medispec. So if you see a really long hallway with a chandelier hanging in the middle, you will hear my voice, no doubt, echoing through it. That's where we are. It's been owned by local women, mainly local mums in the area for a very long time. I think it's had 3 owners in its history. So I've had the salon for 6 years. And yeah, we're an all service salon. So we do everything from your waxing, your tinting, beautiful massages to we really are obsessed with skin. So that's been a really big part of who we are as well. But yeah, so we have up to 5 generations of clients in their families coming into the salon from the ages of 12 to, and I think our eldest client this year is turning 100.
Wow. Jeez. Yeah. And how does their skin look?
Yeah. Shannon looks like he's 20.
And you're doing amazing, because I know you're 72, so your skin looks absolutely fantastic.
It's working. Yeah, definitely working.
So I had a quick look at your website. In terms of when people talk about Spa and that sort of stuff, for me, Spa is a racetrack in Belgium. Got rained out last night in F1. So you do a lot of things. Obviously, skin. I notice you've got a link to Ultraceuticals.
Yes.
So is that a big part of your business?
It is a huge part of our business. I don't know how to make this story not so long, but I started off when I was young. I had really bad skin, like cystic acne skin. I went to so many different places. I remember trying so many different things. So that's what got me into wanting to help people with their skin. And then along the way, we came 21 years old this year. They're Australian, so they're made in Australia for our skin, our climate. Dr. Heber is who created them. I have never worked in a salon previously where I wouldn't touch anyone's skin unless they would get the Ultraceuticals in. So very results driven, very affordable, paraben free, animal cruelty free, chemical free, but amazing on the skin. Yeah, they're a huge part of Anshelles.
Awesome, excellent. So you bought into the business 6 years ago. Were you working in the business prior to buying into it?
Yeah, so this is I think I've been in the industry for 22 years this year. So obviously started off as a junior, which is always fun, and then kind of worked my way up. But I then was I was hired to work in different salons to build up their client base, train their staff, get their business going, and then I kind of would move on to the next salon. So it's been really lovely to have Anshelles as my home in Camden at the moment.
It is. And how many staff members, when you're open, do you normally have?
Look, we normally have 2 to 3 staff members. after the last COVID episode, I didn't bring any staff back. So it's been myself and just a casual staff member since then. But yeah, normally we have up to 3 to 4. So at the moment, especially during COVID, like I love our community. My clients are like my family. Anyone who's new that comes in is like my family. I'm just like that. So especially with all the COVID stuff, I really just wanted to have, even though I could have a lot more staff members working, I prefer to have one client coming in the salon at a time. And that allows me to obviously give all of my attention to them, but then, really clean the areas when before and after clients are coming in. I feel like a responsibility to keep people safe. Not saying that not doing that doesn't, but that's just that's how I've really like to do things, and that's how I will do it when we reopen again.
Yeah, and when we do reopen again, and when we don't want to talk too much about COVID because I think everybody hears enough about that anyway.
That's right.
Yeah. But I'm more interested in what your expectations are for the business, because I reckon that once it clears up, it's going to go bang, and you'll be run off your feet.
Yeah, look, last time I actually have a wait list going on our Facebook page. So you can jump on and join the wait list, which means that I will be calling those people off the wait list first. From memory, look, I'll be working from 7 a.m. literally till 10 p.m. 7 days a week to get everybody in, because I'm probably just as excited as everyone else will be to come in. So yeah, it's going to definitely be crazy time.
So one of the things I've learned about you, Nicole, is you're very much high energy.
Yes.
So, and when you do that, and when you give so much to the people that are in your business and the people around you, how do you maintain that high energy level?
I don't even know. I think I'm just strung that way.
I thought you were going to say whiskey, but anyway.
Actually, I definitely have a lot of that running through my system these last few weeks, that's for sure. So, yeah, I think that does help fuel me, yeah.
Good. One of the things that you're very passionate about that I've learned, because you and I did a Trek for Opportunity for Mater Day together. And then we did another one for Mater Day, and we were very, very blessed to be able to do that earlier this year in April in Tasmania, but we did it on separate weeks. So
thanks for the whiskey prize too.
Yeah, sorry, there wasn't a lot left, but I did enjoy it.
I got it at the right time. It was perfect.
So you have a real passion about community. How did you get involved with doing the treks with Mater Day?
I do a lot in the community. But I also do a lot for my clients. Like I said, I look at everyone in our community and myself and clients as family. So I got first introduced to it by a client. Actually, she has a son who attends Next Path. So she actually sent me a message and said, hey, they've got this trek. Are you interested in doing it? And I was like, yeah. I don't even know what it is, but yes, I'll do it. And yeah, I can't, I'd love to be a part of that. We have a lot of young adults with special needs that come into the salon also, and ladies and gentlemen, similar situations that we treat as clients. And, they're just like everyone else. They just sometimes need someone to be able to help them see that they can literally do anything if they put their mind to it. So that's why I did it.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a great experience it was. And I think we all got something special out of that. And I know they're going to be planning on doing more. So that's something for the community to get involved with and keep an eye out on.
Yeah, I highly recommend everyone jumping on board and doing one. They are fantastic.
Yeah. So you've done some work experience with Mater Day in terms of having a young adult come into Anshelles.
Yeah, we've had a couple now. So I've had Natalie and Bethany have come into the salon. They're my lifelong buddies now. All of the young adults there are. It's just fantastic watching them how much they grow in that. It's only for a couple of hours a week. I remember one of the young ladies didn't really want to talk to me very much. She was very nervous, very shy. And then I think it was even just week 3, I'm like, okay, what do you want to do for fun? Because we do work, then we do training, then we do fun. So definitely nail painting is fun. But she started wanting to do videos because she started seeing me do videos in the salon. So, and I even remember her mum and, you know, a few people from Next Path are like, I can't believe that she is doing these videos. She even wanted a ring light then for Christmas so that she could replicate and do videos to her family. So it's just amazing seeing how much they learn. And, you know, again, they're just like you and I, they just need people to treat them that way and understand they just learn a little bit differently.
That's awesome. And I mean, obviously I've got a son who's went through Mater Day, and he was one of the original young adults that went through the Next Path program. And we're forever grateful, and I know every parent that's involved through the program is forever grateful for local businesses like yours that do get involved, because we know for Josh, the work experience that he got in the different businesses that he worked in means now he has his own job, you know, and that's where it can go to for these young adults. So personally, thank you, Nicole, for getting involved, because it is wonderful. And I know you do other stuff in the community too. And I love that approach that you have, where you think it's that they're all your family, which is really nice. So, and that comes across all the time.
My kids love it when we walk through Camden. They're like, why is everybody saying hello to you? Can't we just were meant to be quick.
Doesn't happen, right?
No, never.
Okay, so people can get to know you a little bit more, because we understand your business a little bit now, and what you're doing, and your approach to community and staff and that sort of stuff. On your way through this 20-odd years of being in this business, who's been your greatest inspiration?
Oh, that's a good question. Like work-wise or just life-wise?
Any-wise.
I think my dad, my mum and my dad. Like, I know that's a little bit cliche. But yeah, I think my dad was always a very, very hard worker. He owned his own business. So I always had that strong work ethic from him. So I think it's just ingrained in me. I'm just that way. And then I think probably then the last few years, my mum ended up having a double lung transplant, and just going through that process with her for the years before, and then watching her grow now after that's done, I just, you know, like anything, if you can succeed, you know, in lots of different things if you have that, something to look up to. And definitely, my dad and my mum.
That's awesome. That's really good. And look, cliches are only cliches because they're often quoted, but yet often true. And that's why they become cliches. So nothing wrong with having your mum and dad as your greatest inspiration. If you had a magic stick, and take the current circumstances out of the picture, we're not going to talk about that, right? If you had a magic stick, what are 2 things that you would change in the world?
Oh, you're coming up with some good questions.
Yeah, it's from my page of good questions.
Okay, so I think one thing would be just for, you know, again, just for everyone to get on, for no one to be suffering. I know that might not, you know, it seems like a perfect world, but it may not be. If it ever came to that, we might be all way too happy. But definitely that. And then me to live on $1 million island with unlimited whiskey for the rest of my life.
Talk to Richard Branson. He's got a couple of private islands, I think.
So I think the general, like, just for everyone to just be happy. Everyone looks at everyone the same way, and yeah, I think a lot could come from that.
Yeah. Looking beyond what's on the exterior and
Yeah,
looking at what people are inside and
yeah,
treating everybody the same. That's
everyone the
all it
same.
should be. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. What is your biggest failure and what did you learn from it?
Ooh, that's a tricky one because everyone makes mistakes, and yes, probably made some big ones, but I don't really necessarily look at anything as a failure. I like to, I mean, at the time you feel like it's a failure, but I like to kind of then take it, turn it around, and turn it into what can I do to not let that happen again or change it. So failure, I don't know. That's a strong word.
It is a strong word, isn't it?
I've got a recent one. How about that?
Okay, go for it.
I've been cooking so much lately, right? Did you see it?
Oh, I was going to bring it up, but I'll let you do it.
So I've been cooking, posting all these pictures of, I do love cooking, right? And everyone's like, oh my God, what are you making today? So I thought, I'm doing a roast dinner. It's Sunday, right? I'm doing beef brisket in the slow cooker, my veggies done, and I'm making Yorkshire puddings because I've never made them before and I love them. Right. Okay. So I've got my little recipe card out. Put one batch in the oven in like a cake tin to make a big one. Kept checking it every 3 minutes. Yep, it's all good. Thought, all right, I'll do the little ones in the cupcake tray, right? So they poof up. I'll check them every 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so put them in. I put them in the oven and set a timer for 3 minutes, right? So walked outside, fiddling around, and my husband yells out, what's that? But what's burning? And I thought, oh my God, they must be smoking because they say to get the oil smoking hot. I walked inside, you couldn't see anything, but my kitchen was on fire.
Oh no.
I set the kitchen on fire. So yeah, so the oven is gone. We managed, I think we've lost one cupboard. The smoke didn't go away for at least 4 hours. So yeah, so that's probably my biggest cook. That's actually that's a fail. There's no positive in that.
That's actually a pretty good one, and I reckon if I just quickly look it up now,
it's so bad. So I'm gonna need a new oven.
So I can show everybody what your oven looks like.
It's so bad. I can't believe but in saying that, we are so lucky that my husband is quick-witted because I just ran in and you fight or flight. Normally I'm like fight, but I just was like fire. And it's a gas oven. So I'm like, oh my, the whole house is going to blow up. I'm like, everybody get outside. And my husband managed to put it out. And he's like, what happened? I'm like, I don't even know. I followed the recipe. And then literally my timer went off when the fire went out. I thought, yeah, that's great.
Hopefully the rest of the dinner was okay.
Yeah, but then I couldn't cook my baked potatoes. We had to make a microwave mash, which was very pathetic.
Well, I actually did a roast yesterday too. I did a butterfly leg of lamb on the barbecue.
Yeah.
And I get chat potatoes, and I love to boil them first, let them cool down, then put them in the oven with olive oil and salt and pepper, and just let them really crisp up. And they're nice and fluffy on the inside. They're really good. Beautiful. So sorry to rub that into you.
Yeah, so that's one of my big fails. I can't believe it. We're so lucky. Oh, thank God it went out.
So the lesson learned from that is stick to potatoes in the oven and roast veggies and not Yorkshire puddings.
Definitely, I'm never, ever, ever making them again. Ever. Never, ever will I try and make them again. Nope.
All right. That was a good one. Thanks. Yeah. If you were to write a book about yourself, what would you call it? What would the title be?
I don't know. Maybe many faces of Nicole.
Mm. Should we unpack that?
I don't even know.
That's the term these days, isn't it? When you have something of interest, you have to unpack it.
Unpack it? I don't know what I suppose we could get a bit personal. I don't really mind. A lot of people don't talk about things, but I have bipolar. So I've had it since I was little. Yeah, I have had it since I was little. And I feel perfectly fine. I manage it very well. But sometimes some things are a bit more of a struggle than other times, like mentally, of course. So that's another reason why I like to help different people in different situations, because I do understand a lot of sometimes what people are going through, and they might not think people do understand that. So I'm not one to shy away from telling people that I have that, or helping people that need it, that have different things like that. So I think for me, I'm definitely very motivated and love doing everything for everybody. But like everybody, whether you have, different things going on or not, you do have times where, you like retract a little bit and try and figure things out, before you take on the world with different ideas. So for me, yeah, I'd probably call it many faces of Nicole, and I'd probably want to try and help people understand, it doesn't matter where your head's at and different things, there's always people that can help you, and it's okay to
reach out.
Yeah,
be different. That's fantastic. So learning to deal with that and go, are there some techniques that you use when you start to feel like you are retracting? Because you don't need to have bipolar to feel like that. Like I can feel like that at times, and
definitely.
you think the world's getting on top of you or whatever. But so have you got any sort of little techniques that you use when that happens?
Yes. So even like when normal life stressful things happen, I'm one, I think, like I'm my brain's constantly going, so I'll overthink things, which a lot of other people do, I'm sure. But I have learned, now that I'm the ripe old age of 40, maybe it just clicked in, but I've learned to kind of just accept whatever it is. Like, you can't change it, and even if you can change it and it's too hard, like, just accept it. How can you move forward from it and make sure it doesn't happen again? Like, that's it. And then I'm a big believer in taking time out for yourself. So hence why I love spoiling all of our clients as well. And I cater to their needs differently in treatment. So really just take a bit of time to get to know yourself. And I found that doing those treks, I kind of like, I literally, especially the Larapinta one, I refound myself, which sounds weird, but I literally just kind of found myself again. I'm a mum, I'm a boss, I'm a wife, I'm a daughter, I'm a sister, I'm everything to everybody, which I love. But it's really important to make sure, you keep yourself connected with yourself.
That's so important, and I understand what you're saying, because Larapinta was a pretty special experience for all of us that were there, so which was great. Thank you for sharing that. I think it's important that people hear that sort of stuff, because so many people try and deal with all that sort of thing on their own. And it's okay nice.
It's definitely okay to reach out for help. And if anyone feels like they can't and they want to ring me, you'll be able to find my number. Give me a ring.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm going to ask you this one, because I'm the interviewer.
Yes.
If you could step into my shoes, what would you have asked yourself that I didn't?
Maybe. What are my future goals?
Oh, Nicole, what are your future goals?
My future goals are to become a millionaire and live on an island with unlimited whiskey.
I think we established that.
No, so girls are, they're always, always to be as successful as I can. But again, I just want to be happy. I want to help people. Realistically, I'd love to be a millionaire. Everyone would. My business is fantastic. My goal is to just be happy, spoil people, make them feel good, and then just,
Awesome.
That's pretty much it.
That's a great goal. All right.
And keep my kids alive during COVID, not killing my children trying to homeschool.
Yeah. It's a tough one for everyone. All right, so I'm finishing every interview I've been doing with the same 10 questions. Right. Yep. So first one is, what is your favorite word?
It's a swear word. So we won't say that one. So my favorite word is, I don't even know. What do I always say? My favorite word is yes.
Yes, go on. What is your least favorite word?
No.
Stands to reason. What turns you on?
Being happy.
Let's go on. What turns you off?
Like lies.
Yeah, deception, not good.
Yeah.
What sound or noise do you love?
I love woohoo!
Hey. All right, what sound or noise do you hate?
My kids whinging because they don't want to do their schoolwork.
Whingers, yeah. What is your favourite curse word?
The F word.
The F word's common. I think it's got about an 80% strike rate.
Yeah.
What profession other than your own would you love to attempt?
I actually would like to be a midwife.
That was left field.
Yeah, kind of like a little bit out, but yeah, I think I'd be pretty good at that.
A lot of job satisfaction, bringing new life into the world.
Yeah.
What profession would you not like to do?
I would not like to be a plumber.
A plumber? You think it's a bit of a shit job?
Yeah.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
I would probably like him to say, here's a drink, here's your dad, have a good time.
I love it. That is awesome. Nicole, I thank you very much for today. This has been a lot of fun and with a lot of good insights. I absolutely love it. None of this would be possible for Let's Talk Macarthur without our partners. So I'll mention the partners. We've got Scott Wakeling at Wakeling Automotive Group. We've got Coleman Greig Lawyers. We've got Fitzpatrick Robinson Group, Accounting and Business Advisory. We've got Anshelles Beauty for TechnoFunc Fitness and Health Studios. They're like you, they're doing it tough as well. And obviously we've got Richardson and Wrench, Narellan and Mount Annan. Woohoo, got to get there. There's all of that. Nicole,
Thank you so much for doing this. I think this is fantastic for our community, and I actually can't think of anyone better to be doing this than yourself. So thank you to you and all of your sponsors as well. This is great. Yeah,
thanks, Nicole, and thanks for doing that. Once this one goes to air, I'll send you the link and you can share it with all of your peeps, and we'll go from there. All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Like I've been signing off everything, stay safe, stay sane, and stay connected.
Bye, guys.
Bye.